Oh, hello. Still setting up. So if you look at the screen, is it all three or just one? Because I see all three on my preview.
Huh?
If you, because I should be. Um, I'm sharing my screen.
Yeah.
Do you see just one screen or?
I see everything.
Great. All right, let me try this. I'm trying to change because I go here, I go to this screen here, which is the first screen. Go
hmm
live, and it all stays the same.
You um
So if I change
hold on.
windows,
Can't. Can I go live? Share screen. Okay.
if I go this one,
Screens
yeah, it might be because I'm on Linux, so it doesn't like.
doesn't differentiate your screens.
Well, look, if you can see, I go change windows, I go screens, or screen one, two, three, it's split there. But if I pick screen one, which is the one that I want to share, it does all three.
hmm So it's just share the program that you're using that you want to show.
All right, so I guess I'll just. All right, change windows. So it would be this one, I guess. Can you see
That
that one?
just shows
Just the.
gang name, game type, bonus, all this stuff.
Okay. So you're not going to be able to see the book if you're in this chat then.
That's gonna be a big deal. Most of the people have books, yeah.
Yeah, it should be fine.
My music coming through.
A little bit, but that's fine.
There, should be good.
All right.
If you did it on Twitch, you could use OBS and just like share what you wanted, but Discord doesn't have that ability.
Um, I could. I'm streaming on Twitch as well,
Yeah,
but so I could have that open on one screen and share that screen, I guess.
or whatever you want to do. I mean, this is fine for me. I've got the book if I need to
Okay,
reference books.
that works. I was gonna wait until 3 to actually get started.
Sure.
But
I just noticed you were in here, so I was like, oh, I wanted to see this.
cool. All right. So my plan is I'm gonna make a random gang. So I was going to actually have a die roller open and roll a die, and that would pick the gang.
Random gang, got
Yeah.
it.
Unless there's one specifically that you would like to see.
No, I'm making a Necro Goblin gang, but I'm gonna do that. I just need to sit down and do it.
Right. There's a couple gangs I wish it's not, because I'm not a big fan of a couple of them. Oh, hey, Opti.
Ooh, fancy.
Ooh.
Is it cool if I promote this?
Oh yeah, sure. I guess I'm not. Do you want me to put this available publicly when I upload it to YouTube as well?
Sure, yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't think it's going to be too organized.
No big thing, man. Do you?
Okay.
Alternatively, if you don't want to do it live, which I understand if you don't, I can wait and post
No,
the
I honestly don't
game
care.
creation later. Okay.
But that's
Got to get those clicks.
yeah.
Gotta get those peeps.
Yeah, I wasn't much sure to put this in under Twitch. So I put it as TTS because that's how the tournament's going to be played.
What are you using to build the gang with?
What software?
Yeah.
This is just Vim, just a text editor.
Hmm.
Because the software I would be using, I'm currently writing.
I
Ah.
was just gonna say, I would love. We talked about that.
We did.
I don't want to ever pressure people that aren't getting immediately paid for things.
So I would be working on that. However, I'm making maps for the tournament because I've been working on it for about a month. Just because it takes me a long time. I get like an hour or two a night to do stuff. So I'm like trying to structure the data and get it nicely formatted and figure out a bunch of problems I'm having for getting all the gang stuff in nicely.
Tom, are you on Twitter?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't do socials.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure if I'm gonna link to your
Yeah.
Twitch, then I would normally put like something like at apathy is doing blah blah blah.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Also, hello, Zarkara.
Hello, Opti. How's it going?
Pretty well. Today's been more constructive than I thought it was going to be.
That's good.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I'm wondering for the tournament if I should, like, I'm kind of happy with the level of detail the mall map that I'm working on.
Oh, are you setting up? Are you doing gang creation?
I am, yes.
Okay.
But I'm waiting until 3 because that's when I said I was actually going to air or start.
Okay, gotcha.
So I was just doing like getting stuff started and whatnot. But I'm wondering for if I should, when I do words are missing. If I should do like a polish pass on the maps for the tournament, because I plan on doing like 3 or 4 more maps before the tournament starts. If I just should keep them as this really, low poly style, simple. Because that way I can get more out if I do it this way. But they're not going to be as pretty.
I think we can get away with saying they aren't pretty yet.
Yeah,
and
I think
just have more options.
All right.
I think getting some options and people understanding that this is
Yeah. All right.
not finished.
Okay. Well, so I'm going to start in 2 minutes for actual creation. But yeah, so the other maps I have planned is like a shipping docks sort of thing with a bunch of shipping containers because I already have those made. And then just putting other scatter terrain around the outsides. And then I had another idea. I can't remember what it was. Uh-oh. That's not good. All right, I wanted to try a sewers map so it's under the Undercity.
Under the Undercity?
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
So there would have to be... The biggest problem with that is getting flight to work because you still want to have flight as a possibility because it is a mechanic. But in most maps, it's really strong. So I'm trying to... That one, it's going to be nerfed heavily because there's going to be less headroom.
I like the idea of just things not being great in every scenario. So
yeah.
And if you're like, hey, I'm gonna make everybody have flight because it's broken, and then you get here and you're like, shit, I suck. Like that's actually a good thing.
Yeah. So yeah, those are the mall, the shipping docks, and the other one, sewers, were the 3 I was going to have ready for the thing. And there's also the slums, which I did a cleanup on. I reduced the building height, made it so you could walk around a bit better. There's more ways to get onto that center roof because some of the scenarios have put something in the center of the map. So having it on that tall building made it really tough for anyone who didn't have flight. So now each board edge has an easy way to get on top of that middle building.
Yeah, I saw that. Looks much better. I've fallen prey to that a number of times.
All right. So it's 3 o'clock, so I'm actually going to get started now. It seems I have 3 viewers on Twitch. Hello, viewers. So I'm going to be creating a gang. It's going to be for Gangs of the Undercity. It'll be a random gang. And I'm going to start with a die roller. Let's see if I can bring that over. Oh, I don't think Opti and Zarkar, I won't be able to see this, but you have to trust me. I'm
That's
gonna roll.
okay. I'm just here for the support.
Oh, I got a 12 on a d12. So that is going to be the last gang in the list, which I can't remember what it is. Wow, it's taking a while to load. Where's gangs? Gangs. So what's the last one? I'm going to make a troop. Okay. So we're going to make a troop gang. Let's see.
Interesting. Cool.
The...
I don't think anybody's played troop in any of our in-house tournaments or games yet.
No. I don't think so. We've had Valkyr, Flaming Skulls, of course. Lawjacks. And I know we had, what's the Yetin one? Bulls of Heaven?
The Bulls of Heaven.
Yeah. I think those are the only ones that have really gotten the most play in the big tournaments, or the tournaments we've had. Anyway, so the troop. I don't know the troop very well, so give me a moment to read the stuff about them. So they have I know they have the happy face, sad face, the comedy versus tragedy.
Yeah, like incredibly emotive and visually, like visual artists gang, right?
Ooh.
Like everything is sort of like all life's a stage. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think mechanically because I want to see if I can make them really strong. So I like this here, getting the extra inch of radius on explosive arrows.
They do have
explosive
one
arrows
of their members, Jolly, is one of the freebooters.
Okay.
A Yetin freebooter.
All right. I'll take a look at that. This is not when not within 3 inches of any terrain. Okay. Let's see. All models may use swords. Okay. +1 melee combat skill when parrying. Okay. Swords are 2 each, though, if I believe correctly. So that's very expensive still. But +1 parrying is nice if you have the fortune or the grit to spare. Excuse me. One mall takes me spend 1 grit. Must pass a composure test. Oh, okay, so you fake death on that one. So yeah, so there's the comedy and tragedy grit factories. Every time you knock down a model, and tragedy is 1 grit every time a troop model is defeated. So with this tournament, we're not doing wounds like between matches, so tragedy isn't too bad. But I'll have to keep that in mind. I'll probably go in comedy. I do believe they have other things to knock people over. I know there's knockdown. Do they have any access to the other skill things? So if I could do like explosive arrows plus Harry, that could be good. So the Harry ability is, if I can remember, Gunner, is it Harry right here? It's Enforcer or Boss only. So opponent you damaged with a ranged attack also becomes knocked down. So if I explosive arrow or grenade, but explosive arrows are easier to use, they gain active cover, but they get knocked down. So I can get easy grit using something like that. Problem is that explosive arrows have a set damage. So I don't necessarily want to do that. If we look at explosive arrows here. Where is that? Grenade, explosive repeater. That's new. I don't remember that one. Or we're explosive arrows. There we go. So your to hit is a 4+, and you only get 6 prowess on the attack. So if the wielder's a bow, may replace normal attack with instead doing 66 damage. It's all within 3 inches. So I can make that 4 inches and 4+. The Enforcer's normally 4+. So I really like, there's a really strong one. If you can get, where is it? Is the stealth? Harry. So stealth has the Harry ability. So that's on everyone, not just Enforcers and boss, which makes it really strong on rookies. Give them explosive arrows and bows, and they're getting 4+ instead of a 5+, which is very nice. But I don't think I have that ability. Troop is definitely not a stealthy gang.
No, you would think they're the opposite, right?
Yeah.
Going all out to be seen.
Yeah. Now there's the Universal Lube. Is that one of their specialties? Yeah. As a main action,
Tickles me.
all models within 3 inches of the point must roll dice against their melee combat skill. If they fail, they're knocked down. As a main action, target a point within... Okay, so you throw a grenade, and all models within that grenade, they're knocked down. Okay, so that's not bad. It takes up a slot for single-use item, which is not ideal. And then we have Comedy Mask. Gain +1 Aegis, +1 speed, gain additional 1 grit. The Comedy Gang ability whenever. Oh, yes. That will stack well. If I get an Enforcer with the Comedy Mask, I take Comedy and Practical Effects. That would be 6 fortune on that. And then I would get this if I want, instead of an Aegis amulet on anyone else. It's not bad. What else do we have? Where was I? So I'm liking that. So I'm thinking I'm going to go Comedy, Practical Effects, Comedy Mask. Maybe Universal Lube. But that's a tough choice. Boost 2 on Cloud Cover. I mean, that's... I don't know if I'm going to have a strong... I don't know if I'm going to have a mage that can cast Cloud Cover. So I'm thinking of maybe having a Chosen for Awe, because I really like Awe. Show must go on. Give a model Adamant or an additional use of Adamant. Maybe. Theatrical Blow. Resolving Aegis and Defense. Troop models may reduce the damage by 1 to knock down. Okay, so that's nice. So I can melee knockdown. But that's only 1 model at a time, because there's no AoE melee attacks, I believe, that I can think of. Yeah. Let me just double check for Brawler. Armored, bigger the better. Lunge, run him down. Yeah, nothing there. And if we go to weapons, where's the weapons? It's gonna be, should be enhancements, right? Or is it back here? Melee weapons. Yeah, none of these target multiple, right? No. Alright, so I'm probably not going to go Theatrical Blow simply because I usually prefer ranged anyway, so I'm not going to go Tragedy. 1 grit to gain the effect of the Taunter enhancement. Okay, Taunter's nice, because it can force models to attack a specific guy. So I can throw away a rookie instead of, or have a tank. But at 1 grit, that is a little expensive. Reduce gang to 1 grit. Each ganger gains boost X until... Oh, right. That sounds like fun. I don't think I know the gang well enough to really pull that off, though. I think your gang has to be designed around that. Get into position and then just... Oh, that could be really good with an all-mage gang. Because you just turn 1, get into a good position, and then nuke them from orbit. And then instead of going after the objectives, you just win that way. Maybe turn 2.
Does that reduce the gang itself to 1 grit?
Yeah, so the gang goes down to 1 grit, but then say you're at 6 grit, now you get boost 5 on all half. So you get boost 2.
So that's a really risky.
It's really risky. It means this is my last turn.
You better win.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, if this can be really useful when you have, say, 3 grit and you're going to lose 4. So now all of a sudden, all my abilities get boost 1 for free.
Yeah. I mean, of course, you could start off and just have a really great turn, but then.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's a really interesting power.
Yeah, because it means you're gone next turn, unless you have.
Yeah.
I mean, the one exception would be if you owned 3. Oh, that's not true, because if you knock them down, right? If you go, I get reduced to 1 grit.
Right.
But now, I'm
all you
knocking
have to do
people
is lose
down.
a rookie, and then you're dead.
True, but if I know that, say I'm at 5, so I lose 4, I gain 2. Now I have comedy, and if I have a comedy mask, and then I knock down 2 models, I gain my 4 back.
Oh, true. Yeah, and also, I mean, it's called grand finale, but if you happen to go last, then that would be an incredibly strong ability. Especially if you go into your last turn having a good amount of grit, that could be a fantastically fun way to end the game.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you need...
For you, not the other person.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. If you get... Like, the most you're ever going to need is, like, +5. Like, a boost 5 is the most you're ever going to need. I don't think I've ever seen an ability that would need more than that. So that'd be 11.
You could theoretically stack certain spells.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But
so that's
that'd be so wasteful and overkill, but it would be fun.
Yeah, I think actually doing grand finale comedy mask and just giving everyone decent. I mean, you're playing risky, but
because you have to survive without that fortune that you spent on the grand finale and the comedy, but you have to survive to the end with some grit intact, having having handicapped yourself by 4 or 5 grit.
Yeah, but if you can get some really strong grit factories going, then you're just destroying. You're doing a lot of damage often. But yeah, you need to
super fun,
not die. Dashing
or
costume.
especially certain scenarios which allow you to gain grit fairly consistently.
Yeah.
Or that have like a particular goal that you can like work towards, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to get grit consistently.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just it costs 4, so that's a significant part of your thing as well. 4 fortune. So that's going to be tough. All right, so I'm looking at the rest of these. +6 pro, +1 defense when parrying. I'm probably going... Okay, so let's write these in. All right, so I'm going to be going comedy for sure. I'm going to be oh, that costs 2. And what's the other thing I'm doing? Practical effects. And which costs 2. And what's the other one I was going to do? Comedy mask. And that costs 2. And I'll keep with just those 6 for now. And this is going to be a 50-point gang. Alright, so knowing that, I'm going to start with my Enforcer, because that's the one I'm kind of basing the comedy ability on. And they're going to be a gunner. So skill set is gunner. What's the gunner bonus? Where is that? Here it is. Okay. Yes, Hannah, the internet's still on. I don't know what's wrong. Alright. Sorry, my daughter just came in. Let's see here. Where is it? I can't remember where this is. That shows
What is?
what's the bonus for being a certain rank and skill set. It's right. Oh, here, page 41. Is it? No, that's not it. Here it is, page 42. Alright, Enforcer, I gain +1 brawn. +1 brawn. +1 oh, not brawler. I want gunner. Yeah, +1 pro. And 4+ range. Okay, so I'm gonna update that. Oh, right. It's not ballistic anymore, it's range. Just grabbed a template from previous versions. I called it ballistics instead of range. There we go. Right. So, Enforcer Gunner, species. They don't have any species limits, do they?
No.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, no restrictions. Which... So this is a... Their prowess doesn't matter because you're going to be using explosive arrows. So this person I probably want a high brawn. Let's make them survivable. So... And maybe speed so I can get into position well. An elf could work, especially if I'm doing... which one is it? Nimble? Because I can move 1 inch while I aim, so I can... But I don't need to aim. Ah, gosh. So aiming doesn't matter. So I don't want an elf. Who has good prowess? Well, actually... Or they're not good prowess. Who's good brawn? While in cover, gain the benefit of active cover. Goblin could work, so I can get extra cover. Or Underfoot to get speed and Aegis. I'm probably going to get 6+ Aegis from somewhere else. Now I could go Human to gain extra grit, which is always nice. Or Trained for speed and composure. Alright. +1 brawn. And... Or fierce? For now... Yeah, for now I'm going to just make them human. Human, and it's going to have trained, which is +1 pro, +1 speed, +1 calm. +1 pro doesn't matter. +1 speed is nice. Oops. Alright, so now armor. There's a special armor, but it's a 6+ Aegis, isn't it? And +1 composure. It's going to cost me 1 fortune, though. Or what's the default? Is +1 brawn, isn't it?
The default for what?
Gang leathers are +1 brawn. Yeah, I'm going to stick with gang leathers for now.
Yeah, +1.
I typically like to keep costs low for things that it's not their specialty or focus. And since this person's not going to be in melee, or shouldn't be in melee, I'm not going to give them a high defense. Although, getting shot at sucks, so maybe that'll change. Because they're not melee, they're just going to get a knife. Actually, there's a better one than a knife, isn't there? Yes. Mace. So I like going mace because it is concussive 1, which means that if they get 1 wound through, but armor stops it, and still 1 wound gets through. And with a 7 pro, I can still get that 1. It's not ideal, but yeah. It's also reach 1 and +2 pro. So that's going to be 9 when running that. Now they're going to have a bow, which is also free. Archaic. I don't care about archaic on these guys, though. Accurate. 18 inch. And right, there's nothing on that yet. They're going to get other abilities. Probably they're going to get explosive arrow. Explosive arrow costs what? Oh. Costs 0. Do any of these cost anything? No, they don't. Alright. So explosive arrow. And that is because I have the ability, it's going to be, what, 6d at 4+. 4-inch AOE with knockdown. Just putting that there because I'm then going to get, where's the gunner ability that I wanted? Harry. Yep, Harry. Which costs 0, and that is when damage opponent with range they become knocked down. May spend 1 grit to not be knocked down. Knockdown with passive cover. Alright. So there's that one. Now, what other abilities do I have I can go for? I don't care so much about that. Calming focus. I don't need the prowess so much. Dodge when choose direction, hit the deck, interrupt action, escape. That's not bad. Target an extra model with a ranged attack. Must be within 2 inches of target. Oh, it costs a grit. Reroll all misses on an Overwatch. Overwatch May also target models at the start. No, Harry. One additional Overwatch. No, I don't want that one. When aiming, may roll 3 dice. Oh, okay. But I'm not going to be aiming because I'm using my explosive arrows. Quick draw. 2 and aim as a move action. May choose, yeah. Interrupt 1 grit. That could be useful. When shot back at, shoot back at half prowess. So I could then knock them down. Which means my prowess is actually useful. Once per round, hit the deck, interrupt, costs no grit. And what cover? Reduce Aegis bonus due to cover by 1. Alright, I'm going to go this route then. I'm going to go with a right back at ya. Interrupt 1 grit. Shoot back at half pro once per round. And that will also be with Harry, but I'd also get the explosive arrow on that. That's an interesting rules thing.
What's that?
So because explosive arrow doesn't use prowess, you just instead doing 60 damage to all models within 3 inches of the target. Hitting on a 4+. Oh, it's concussive 1. Cool. I'm going to add that. Explosive arrows cannot be stacked with... Oh.
Yeah, we added that one in there.
I remember adding that.
Big cheese.
That's the cheese I'm kind of using here, though, with Harry. Because Harry is... You become knocked down. So is that the same?
Is it a gang thing that you're using? A gang?
No, it's a... where is it?
What's giving the Harry?
It's the gunner ability called Harry. So enforcer or boss only, an opponent you damage with a ranged attack also becomes knocked down. If so, they gain active cover. Target may spend 1 grit to negate this effect. Oh, it's active cover.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fine. I mean, unless and until we say that AoEs aren't ranged attacks, but I don't see anything wrong with that.
All right, so using the explosive arrow with Harry, does that mean everyone gets knocked down within the explosion?
Yeah, everybody within that, 3-inch radius?
3-inch normally, but I have an ability to make it a 4-inch radius.
I mean, again, like most of the time I've played, people don't clump up nearly as much as you want them to. Like, because I've played with, usually with the Flaming Skulls, and I usually make a big deal out of Char being, a big badass mage, but like she never gets the big AoE that she wants. So I don't think it's that big of a deal, and especially if you know the other person has it, I don't think it's a big deal.
Okay.
Although it is fairly cheap for an
AoE
cheap. Like that.
So it costs. It's an
but
enforcer.
It doesn't do damage, right?
Oh, it does damage on top of it.
So it doesn't do like more damage than it would. It just knocks down.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a problem. Use it in the tournament and see
if it needs to
destroy everyone, and then we'll make it. We can always errata something.
It's not that strong for a normal gang because you need an enforcer or boss. So those are either really expensive for the enforcer, and then you're losing your 4 range because your explosive arrow gives 4+ range, like 4+, right? Sorry. But if you have, say, the Shadowcast, who has access to... Is it Shadowcast who has stealth? They should have stealth, right?
They do. I think also
Here
the
it is, stealth.
Necrogoblins.
So I think Shadowcast, Necrogoblins should have stealth.
I think.
I don't see it.
Maybe
Oh,
not.
they have criminal operations.
Neverkin have stealth as well.
All right, so those guys, they can get it.
Salvagers.
And Salvagers have stealth. Okay. So, wow, I want to make a Salvagers gang. Okay. They can get Harry on any model. So now your rookies are getting... They'll get Harry as their stealth as one of their enhancements, and explosive arrows as the other. And they're knocking everyone down.
Well, I don't knockdown is a problem, right? But like you have to hit, and
okay, that's... So the thing is,
you have to damage them first. So like I'm
true.
not seeing it as a huge problem right now, but I could be proved wrong. And
That's
again,
true.
like try to cheese it in the tournament and see what happens. I don't see it as a problem. And if everybody can do it, or if as many people as can do it as those 3 gangs, then turnabout's fair play. I don't see a huge problem.
So yeah, those 3 gangs get it better for cheaper is the main thing.
Yeah.
And then the troop also benefits it because they get their grit factory with knockdown.
Oh yeah, that's a neat thing. Well, let's see. Let's maybe like the
all right, I need to add that.
The flavor is like they have a bunch of like tricks and toys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Exploding knockback arrows, airbag arrows. Like they're like Green Arrow wannabes.
+1 grit from comedy ability. All right, so Aegis becomes 6 +1 speed and +1 grit. Yeah, so if I can... Yeah, so the whole purpose of this Enforcer model is to Harry explosive arrows to knock them down so I can gain 2 grit per knockdown. I think... Is it Shadowcast also have an ability when you get 2 or more failures on a composure test? No, that's something else. Yeah, okay. Comedy mask. Okay, and so I have 2 more things for the Enforcer. I might wait and tap for those later. Well, if this is a human, I could get some others. Like adaptive, just getting an extra grit is nice. What are the ranged? The gunner can... Yeah. I'll see how the rest of the gang forms out to get the last 2 abilities. Probably something with defense or Aegis, so I can actually not take hits. Now, I'm going to make... I'm thinking of making a Chosen. So my cloud cover gets better with the Chosen because I have the practical effects, I believe. Is that it? Or is that a different... What's practical effects do? Oh, no. That's smoke arrows. And grenades. Okay. It's a different ability that does that. So mainly because I want Awe. So target makes a composure test against a number of dice equal to the magic of the caster. If only 1 die fails, target becomes fatigued. If 2 or more dice fail, the target becomes panicked. X grit to cast caster's magic. May target... Oh, okay, and so I can spend grit to target more. Yeah, I'm thinking... All right, let me just think about this for a second. if I do that, so for awe, I want to get people as panicked or frightened as possible. I'm gonna need more composure on these guys. Ugh. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna want to go that route, because I'd rather maybe get a stronger. Because I need a. I want to go get a strong and another enforcer that's either a caster or a breacher. So I'd either go with, what is it? Confuse orders. So they make a composure test. Drone uses owner's composure with dice equal to breacher's technology. And they move 2 inches for every fail? Yeah. Which is nice. And for each failure, the breacher may move 2 inches in a direction of their choice. Yes. So I get to move their model. So I can move them off the board, which is very useful. So I don't know if I should go an ocular assault. Pressure test. Yeah. Well, I want something else that does knockdown. Actually, let's see if I can find something else that does knockdown. Seems like a quick knockdown. See if there's any abilities that do that, and build it in, because that's how I'm getting my grit. Was it 2 words? Yeah, probably.
Only half paying attention because I'm working on the anthology fiction while you're doing this.
Okay.
So if you have a question for me directly, just ask me directly.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you're just like musing to yourself, then that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't like I wasn't just ignoring you.
Yeah. No, I'm talking to myself, kind of just to make it so there's content for recordings. Misfits. No. Actually, let's check who is the one in here. The troop Jolly.
Mm-hmm.
That's an enforcer brawler. So dance attack, spend 1 grit to add 4 prowess to melee attacks. Jolly may reroll misses on a charge if Jolly spends their next action to dance after defeating an enemy. Gain 3 grit. So 14 prowess attack with the claws, plus 4 on a grit would be 18. Speed of 11. They're fast. Four plus composure. Yeah, 7 brawn. No, I can't. I don't think I can take Jolly, because they're Jolly's defense is 0 for a melee person. And I know one of the gangs is going to be Lawjax, I believe, who is an all melee, and it's just destroy me with that. So I'm going to skip out on that. And freebooters are a little expensive too, so I'm probably not going to get one of them. But I'm just going to look for knockback, knockdown. Neckwear. The target is also knocked down. When attacking with Wake Spear, may choose to deal no damage and instead move the target back a number of inches equal to the damage it would have done. The target is also knocked down. The option must be declared before the attack. No. Okay. Oh, I don't want the... Oh, right. Well, I'm going to have to... Let's go back one. What was that? Because I also get to pick a terrain. Objective is to knock down an enemy model. That seems like an easy one to achieve. Gain 4 fortune. We're going to have to figure out what to do with those for the tournament. Orion's not here, is he? No. Because some of the he said we get to pick a terrain neighborhood. Sorry. So if we get the
It's one of
effect,
the things that we were thinking of. Yeah.
if we get the effect for it, like if I picked Uncovered Ruin, for example, I gain 4 fortune. That's what its effect is. Do I become a 54 fortune gang?
So in a tournament like what we're doing, where you're not actually gaining and losing, you know what I mean? Like there's not actually a push and pull of.
Yeah.
I don't. We'll probably have to restrict the neighborhoods you'll be able to pick
Yeah.
to things that don't affect your gang building abilities. Or you know what I mean? Like I that's one of the things that we're still thinking about. I would not count on that.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds right. Because I wouldn't want to. Except I want the knockdown an enemy model objective. All right.
It'd be pretty cool. So now you know if you build this one in a campaign, you know exactly what to look out for.
Yeah.
I'll give you a pretty good leg up immediately.
Yeah, your build is specifically designed for that, so you can always get that one victory point. Hit the deck. Dazed, immobile, knockdown. It's just what they do. Attacking a knockdown target. The target of a melee attack is already knocked down. The attacking model gains an additional half their prowess. Oh, I didn't know that. Is that one new?
What's that?
Attacking a knockdown target in melee, you add half your prowess.
New is a relative term.
Yes, okay.
This went to print a while ago.
Yes. Was that added like after the last tournament? Because I don't remember.
I don't remember adding it at all, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I have no recollection of this, like Gandalf. I have no memory of this rule. But I'm sure it makes sense to me. But
it does. I just don't remember it being there. But that's fine.
But you're also building a lot of cool synthesize.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Agamar.
Oh.
Good to see
Hey.
you. And also hello, Orion, who I just saw pop in the
yeah,
the
sorry.
voice.
I was
Oh, Agamar is Orion.
Yes.
Hello to you and your split personalities.
sorry, Ryan, you said you can't talk. That's fine. I'm just I was looking at the neighborhoods for building a gang for the tournament, and one of them, the Uncovered Ruin, is gain 4 fortune. So that doesn't make sense because then I would have a 54 fortune gang. So I'm guessing you just can't pick ones that add fortune to your gang. Or if you do, it doesn't do anything.
Probably, Orion, take notes. Probably have to make sure that we have a curated list of neighborhoods to choose from. They maybe even, just ones that are sort of made up for the tournament, which is fine. Just as long as it doesn't impact gang creation or give some sort of a stupidly powerful boon when only playing in 3 non-connected games.
Yeah. All right. Oh, probably gonna maybe typing that out. I don't know. I'm just gonna continue with my building while you do that if you are. Oh, that is actually really good to know. The Valkyrs on your feet gets rid of knockdown and dazed. I forgot about that for medkits.
There you go, Valkyrs, the anti-knockdown.
I've always said they're the best.
And if you were to make your gang around knockdown and then you go up against Valkyrs, that would suck. Yay, balance. See, I know we did this a long time ago, but I forgot that we actually put thought into some of these.
Trample. Okay, I want to get through these gangs. I just want ways to do knockdown. Alright. When a model takes damage, you may spend 1 grit to also knock it down. Oh, enemy models must pass the composure test. 1 die. Oh, so no. That's comedy. Oops. Theatrical blow. The 3 of us do. Yeah. The 3 of us do need to sit down to chat about, yeah, Opti, Orion, and I. We'll have to talk down to figure out exactly the tournament details. That'll have to be later. Okay. Troop models may reduce damage by 1 to knock down. Universal lube. I'll probably spend the 1 fortune to get universal lube. And maybe make a couple cheap... Who has high brawn? Yetin? Make a couple cheap Yetin that just throw 2 universal lube and that's their whole thing, is just throw 2 and...
The visual, like just big hairy creatures who do nothing but throw lube. That's a intensely troop thing to do. Like, what is that? Oh no, it's the troop. Run! Why? It's the Yetin with the lube. Oh gosh, that's funny.
I'm thinking about that more. The only big downside with that is now all of a sudden they're not dealing damage. So in a gang war style, that's bad.
Yeah.
But if you're doing an objective based, where it's like, especially like capture the flag style, or what is it called? Chasing cases is one of them.
Yeah.
Right? That'd be perfect.
Most of the time, just straight up killing things is not necessarily the most straightforward way to win.
All right. So that's good. So I might do 1 with that. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, and also dwarves are against this build because they have abilities stable. You can try and negate getting knocked down, which is nice. And then Harry, hit the deck. Oh, water focus. A water Yojin. Models that take 2 or more damage from an archaic melee weapon are knocked down. Yes. There we go. Yes, that's going to work wonderfully. I did not know about this ability, or I've probably had it at one point. Remember, that's probably going to be the boss. Melee focus with Slippery Deluge and getting Excalibur. And ooh, Mage with Singularity can cause knockdown. That's another possibility. Push can cause knockdown. I forgot about that. Since no damage is dealt and Aegis is not rolled, instead move the target back a number of inches equal to damage it would have taken. The target is also knocked down. And can AoE it for a grit. That's really map dependent, because you can knock people over, which is nice. Or knock people off cliffs. And that, I believe, is it. I think we're going to go with Singularity Witch. And a Water Yojin. With Slippery Deluge. All right, let's check. Excalibur should be archaic. Uh-oh. So Opti, I think we have a bit of a mistake here.
No.
The legendary Excalibur is a sword, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which means it should be archaic.
No. Well, yes. What does it say?
It says unique melee concussive 1 defensive reach 1. So it's not. Doesn't
So
say.
that's a weird weapon. It's not really meant to be like Excalibur. It's like a fake weapon.
I get that.
Right. But yeah, like it still is used like a sword.
But a normal sword, where's the sword?
Would be archaic. Yeah.
Would be archaic. No, a normal sword is not archaic.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, well, that's disappointing. Heavy mace is. Yojin wraps are.
What was our reasoning behind that?
A knife is. A mace is. And a polearm is.
Like black sword is archaic, which makes sense.
Orion's saying it should have archaic. And he just missed it.
Cane sword is archaic. Why did that get missed? And how did that get missed?
Well, a bunch of the gang treasure might have problems with that, I'm looking. Like the Anata for the Shadowcast.
But you said just
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't have it either?
Anata doesn't have it. Shining Star doesn't have it.
Man. But why doesn't the normal sword not have it? That doesn't make sense. Why would we miss that? Like I feel like maybe we did it on purpose. I just don't remember why.
Yeah, because it's really singled out because everything else that would have archaic has it removed or has it there. Like Piston Punch doesn't. That makes perfect sense.
Right.
A
Stun Baton doesn't. That makes sense too.
Hand Spikes do not. That makes sense. And then Claws and Fangs don't. I guess because a normal punch doesn't either.
I think what we're going for with archaic is not necessarily just old, but like martially used.
Yeah.
And not modern. But sword really, like in thought, really does fit right into what we were going with archaic. I wonder why.
All right.
Let me go to our Discord and I want to look up, see if we thought about this before. What was our discussion?
All right. So
that is a weird thing.
Yeah, it is a little weird. So I'm not going to go that route then. I'm going to... It's also 3 fortune to get that, so... Oof. +6 pro.
I'm going to try talking. Can you guys hear me okay if I talk in this volume?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like maybe because some of the swords were just too much if they had the archaic tag. Like they were benefiting from some Yojin abilities that were just too unbalanced. That's my gut. I don't know that that's 100% the reason.
I think we just missed it because I just did search for archaic and like Shadow and Flame is supposed to be a sword, right?
No, axes.
Axes.
It's an axe? Okay.
But theoretically should fit in the same.
Oh, black sword, archaic.
Black sword is archaic and it's an old ass sword, so that makes sense, but I'm trying to figure out what's the reason. If we just missed it, we just missed it.
I think we just missed it. I don't think there was. If you can find a reason, I'm all ears.
Yourself for the 2 people that are watching.
Yes. Well, I'm one of the 2 people watching, so.
Well,
oh no, 5. Okay. 5. Okay, yes, we have.
Yeah, I can't see anything in our conversations that would have suggested sword being good.
All right. Where's the water Yojin? Make 2 or more. Yeah, it's to get knocked down.
I have it at voice activation, by the way, because whenever I pick a push to talk key, it's always something that gets and it messes with stuff.
Yeah, no problem.
Like for I was using thumb button, and then it'd be like back on the browser, and I'm not watching your stream anymore.
Hey, what's up, Logain?
Yeah, because other things like Jaguar Blade is also archaic, and
Well, poopy
yeah,
crud.
I think we just missed it. I think we missed it.
All right, that's our first errata.
All right. Well, I'm going to be going rules as written right now for building this, so I'm not going sword. Also, probably because I want to go something else. Thinking
We could announce the errata before the tournament and the errata before Gen Con, saying this is the official errata will be in effect for this tournament, because we're catching us earlier than we starting. It's 3 weeks away, so people can plan accordingly.
Yeah, there's other ways, other things I want to do. Because I'm going to go staff instead, because it only costs 1 fortune instead of 3 of Excalibur. I want to get as much prowess, but I get concussive 1, and then if I get concussive torrent, archaic melee weapons gain concussive +1. And then for slippery deluge, I need to deal 2 damage, so even if no damage goes through, I still get 2 damage through because of concussive. And they get knocked down. So it's a guaranteed grit. And 2 damage. Which is nice. Alright, that sounds like a soldier to me. Alright. This is going to be a water Yojin. And they get... Where's that? It's way back here, isn't it? Here. Yojin at soldier, gain magic 2. And an elemental focus. Water gets +1 brawn, or +2 brawn, and +1 pro. Alright, +2 brawn. They're going to be a little tanky. That's good. And +1 prowess means they're going to get that. Now they're going to need their Yojin abilities. I want to get 2 spells, right? Or I get... No, I don't. They do not get spells. You have to specifically get that. I need something for this. Do they get... Alright, they're not as strong if I go... Oh, species, I don't know. I'll pick that later. Maybe. Where's the Yojin? Inner strength? No. Martial prowess. Yeah, I need to go martial magic. Just to get some semblance of to hit.
Since I didn't see an answer elsewhere, are you able to accept subs for Twitch or not?
No,
I have the no, you're not. Okay, I have the unused Twitch Prime ones, and they never get used, so I figured I'd offer.
Yeah, no. At least I don't think I can. I think you need to be partner.
I don't see a button for it, so probably not, but I figured I'd ask.
Yeah, no. I rarely stream, if ever. I mean, I think I've done 3 streams. Alright, so that turns those become 5+. Alright, melee weapon, I want to go staff, which costs 1. And... Alright, I That is some very loud keyboarding, Orion.
He defies you.
Concussive 1. Defensive. Archaic. Reach 2. +2 pro. Right, so that melee range doesn't matter too much. Probably just a pistol. Wait, is that archaic melee? Okay. What's a good ranged weapon that's 0 fortune? Is there anything with concussive? We have throwing knives, pistol. Machine pistol's probably going to be better. Yeah. Machine pistol. I usually go machine pistols simply because if they're not my focus, then getting that +1 like armor piercing doesn't do much usually. So you just need more prowess. You need to make sure you hit. Although if I go bow, that goes 5+ instead of 6+. And a better range. That's going to be more hits overall. Alright, so you're getting a bow. Oh, and you can aim with it, which... Sure. Accurate. 18-inch. So I have martial magic, and then I want to get 2 abilities. Concussive torrent. Got my wrong way. That's not a soldier, that's supposed to be a rookie. Concussive torrent, which is archaic melee, gain +1 concussive. And then I wanted slippery deluge, which is 2 or more damage on melee attack, causes knockdown. And what's something else? +1 pro, +1 speed, don't care. Water whip, gain reach 2 or reach 4 if taken twice on attacks. I already have reach 2. Yeah, so I don't need water whip. Although geyser would have been nice. But I don't have the things for it. Alright, so what are some universals? Utilities. This person needs... Oh, we need to get some armor. Let's get that going. Let's just go gang leathers for now. Although you're probably going to get something better. +1 brawn. This model needs some composure. 'Cause they don't got none. So Yojin, inner strength. Yeah, you're getting inner strength there, mister. +1 pro, +1 com. It's not going to be bad. Biggest issue with this is there's no defense on them. And no Aegis. Gonna die real quick. I still need a species. +2 brawn, +1 prowess. Make him last longer. +1 brawn, +1 composure. Once per battle, may reroll any number of dice on a composure test. I'm gonna forget about that, so I'm just gonna go solid. Oops. Dwarf with solid. Is there a better one, actually? Yetin. +2 brawn. +1 brawn, +1 reach. +3 speed. So that'd be 2. Yetin could be good, but maybe not. We'll see. No, yeah, I'm gonna go that. +2 brawn, +1 pro. +2 brawn, +1 pro. So they're pretty squishy. So I get 10 to hit, reach 2 defensive. Defensive, I can... It's gonna be in here, isn't it? Defensive. Model wielding this weapon may use parry action for free once per round. Got it. Successful parry adds defense +4 rather than defense +3. Okay, that's good to know. Okay. So that's... I've added 1, so it's going to be 4. I might want another soldier instead of a rookie. Actually, I need to make my witch. Yeah, I'm going witch. I wanted to go chosen, but instead I'm going to go witch. Oh well. And I'm going to make that my boss because that's how I do things. What's the ability I want actually? I want singularity. I have to spend a grit for it. Any model that takes damage is also knocked down. Caster chooses a point with range. 2d6. Every model within a number of inches equal to the caster's magic takes damage equal to his scored. Concussive 1 if a model takes any damage. Far as possible to the center of the... Pushing and pulling. Yeah, okay. But that sounds expensive. Like, I have no casting reduction things, do I? So that means... let's see. I mean, I get some back because I'm knocking them down. Oh, I don't get 2 from this one, from here. So I need those. I need the composure. You know what? I'm going to change that. You're not going to go inner strength. You're going to go comedy mask. Oops, that's what I want. Which is +1 Aegis. And +1 speed. And I lost... Uh-oh. I lost a pro. And a composure. But I become... Oops. I become a 6 Aegis. Alright, and that means I'm going to change this here. Solid to the other one. Oh, what did I... And pro. Alright. Level-headed. +1 com, +1 brawn. And 1 per battle. Re-roll any number of dice on contest. Alright. So that is to get some defense ability. Oh, Comedy Mask is that. And +1 grit from comedy ability. And since they're going to be knocking down, we want to make sure we get all of the grit possible. I might make a second one of these if I need to fill in my stuff. Just have 2 guys for melee to stop attacks. But here... Alright, let's work on this one again. So if I go Singularity, it requires grit to do knockdown. While if I... Was there another thing? Right, I need a Breacher. But Breachers can't do knockdown. So should I make a Soldier Breacher just so I can use one? Choose a target. The next model to attack that target adds technology +2 to their prowess for that attack. Okay. Rally the troops. Target model cannot be targeted, but enemy models 20 minus 4, so 16. Or 18. Yeah, I'm thinking of... +1 range combat skill on all Overwatch attacks. I usually like having a strong Breacher, but I might go Rookie Breacher just because you kind of need a Breacher in your gang. But... I don't necessarily need a strong one. I mean, I'm not going to be able to control Clinks very well. But... yeah. I know what I'm going to do. That sounds like fun. Let's go, gangers. No, that's not what I want. Where's it? Yeah, allies. Where are they? Freebooters, companions, not an elemental. Construct. We have Anthroid, War Dog, and a Breachfly. So if I spend 1 to get it and another to give it an upgrade, I'll make it a human to make it better version. I'm gonna get a War Dog is ranged, right? +2 pro. Yeah.
Hey guys, so I'm gonna duck out. It's kind of late and I'm starting to fade, so I'm gonna go to sleep. Good night, everyone.
Talk to you later. All right. So +1 brawn, +1 prowess. I use their main action. Attack it's there. An immediate melee attack with a prowess bonus equal to their owner's prowess. Oh, that's nice. And that one's melee. So War Dog doesn't get much. It's a range 9. That's really short. And I'll get an Anthroid. All right. So here we go. We're going to go a Rookie Breacher. I don't have a name for you, but you are a breacher. Your species is going to be human. You're going to be controlling. Companion. Model gains +2 brawn and pro. Or to gain +1. That's going to be very nice. Armor, the free one. Ooh. Yeah, you're going to get the free one, which is gang leathers, which is +1 brawn. Melee. I don't know, a knife? Or a mace, because of course. Mace. +2 pro. Concussive 1. Reach 1. So pro 5. Okay, ranged, you're gonna get machine pistol. That's +2 pro, range 12. And then here, you're gonna get, oh, can I do that? I don't know if I can. Repeatable rank, no! So I can only get one, which means, what's their bonus? Let's go all over here. +2 prowess. Oh, and I can add their ability. That's the big thing. But defense 2, brawn 2, they're not. Are they +2 brawn and +2 prowess? So that's not too bad. So it'd be a 5-9 melee. Well, 5-13. And then I can add another 5, make it 5-18. If I make you a soldier, that's going to cost me 3 more, but I gain 2 more things. Alright, soldier it is. Oops. Alright, so I'm going to make a soldier instead of a rookie, which means I get 2 more of those. And we're going to get... yeah. Alright. That all stays the same, but we're going to get 2 here. Oh, what's that called? Oh, and I think we need to, Opti, I think we need to figure out a rule for, because it's not clearly stated anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So in campaign mode or in a tournament, if I have, say, where is it? The Breacher Robotech ability, so I can get drones, so gain or upgrade 1 drone companion. Can I change that drone between matches? Or is it always the same?
I would say no. The list that you come with is the list that you have. That was my intention anyway.
Okay.
In thinking about how things would play out. But I'm open to.
All right, I didn't really have an opinion. I just thought it'd be cool if you could switch it out, because your drones are typically a little on the weak side, so they're a little squishy. So switching them out to me makes sense for
I don't have a super big feeling about it one way or the other.
Okay. Well, I have no big feeling on it either, so wasn't sure if there was anything mentioned about it or thought about it.
But I think rules as written, that would be
a no.
My call.
Yeah, I haven't actually read in detail recently the companion rules. Companion models are not gangers. They are allied models that fight alongside your gang. In certain circumstances, companions is a cover-all term for non-ganger allies such as elementals, drones, pets, constructs. Companions are usually unlocked in gang creation, but may be encountered or recruited in campaign or solo play as well. They can neither generate nor use grit. Companions use their own model's composure attribute for any composure tests. They're owning models, okay. Drones are bought or built technological companions controlled by a breacher. They are owned by breacher gangers, and the drone ceases to function if they're dead. Drones must be unlocked via gang creation and cannot be purchased as a gang normally would. Drones cannot be healed. There are 3 variations of drones, as listed below, and each has 2 upgrades. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't strictly say, and when you look at the... Where is it? The Robotech ability says gain or upgrade 1 drone companion. And
What I'm getting at is, like, for official tournaments, you would normally just bring a gang list, right? And you wouldn't be able to change them in between.
yeah, what I'm suggesting...
But for those tournaments, I think for those tournaments we could just say one way or the other, right? Like, that's the nature of wargaming, and you know what I mean, like at the tournament. So you could just say you can change them in between, or you can't. Like, as long as everybody knows the rules for that tournament ahead of time, that's all good. Having said that, I don't know what Orion or ourselves are going to choose for that. So
yeah. So my thought about it is the list is the gangers, not the companions so much, if that makes sense. So
sure, as long as as long as we state that.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to go that route. I'm going to, for right now anyway, simply because that seems like a lot of work. Right. Oh, I need to add the breacher thingy. Breacher soldier now gains tech 2 and 2 exploits. Exploits. Oh, and this goes up to price of... No, that's not what I want. Come on. 8. Once this goes up to 27. No, that's not what I want. What's happening? That's better. Alright, so I get 2 exploits there. I get 2 more abilities. What's the other human abilities? +1 grit's always nice. Ooh, I could go trained to get the composure. I don't need prowess though. Oh, but I can because they have double upgrades. So trained is nice. Trained is an option. And where is it? I'm blind. There it is. Exploiter, gain 1 exploit and use... Oh, 1 Thetamin. Oh, that's... Maybe? Let's see. Coordination, interrupt. Allied models in no exploit range. Medic, offensive breacher. No, I don't think that's the road I'm going. Treat tech 1 higher for exploits. Alright, let's figure out my exploits. How am I going to use this guy? Let's see here. I'm going to use Mr. Breacher or Mrs. Breacher. I don't know yet. Confuse orders, which would be nice to have an extra die for confuse orders. And control. I'm not a big fan of that. I'd rather... 2, 3, 5 to the prowess for the attack. It's +5 prowess. I'm all going to be affected by 1 scan at a time. Interrupt to attack. Yeah, I'm going to go confuse orders and scan. I'm not reading the details there, because that is a lot of writing. Which means here I'm going to go get Breacher ability here. Which one is it called? Not Exploiter, but Optimized Exploit. Exploit. And then that means +1 tech on exploits. Because that'll be 5 there and 3 dice there, which is nice. Now I want another one potentially. Let me see. Well, not potentially, I will want another one. I need something to raise composure. I have nothing to raise composure right now. Oh boy. Alright, so you're getting the human ability. What is it called? Trained? Yeah. Oops, that's not what I wanted. What does that do? +1 pro, +1 speed, +1 calm. So we're gonna go +1 speed, +1 pro, and +1 calm. Alright, well, what's my current? I have 8, 16, 26, right? 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 10 is 26, yeah. 26, so I'm only at 32. I have 18 more, but I'm still probably going to another Enforcer, which would be another 10. 32, 42, which leaves me 8 more points. That sounds good. All right, so this... I could just duplicate this guy. Yep. There we go. That goes to 36. So I do have a habit of just duplicating models so I don't have to really remember stuff. A lot of the extra details. So those two work together very nicely. So that's at 42 now. Now I need my boss. My boss is going to be a witch. I like having boss witches because I don't know. I just like boss witch. Maybe that's why I like playing Valkyr so much.
Yeah, they're fun.
All right. I do have a small complaint about the layout of this, because this thing here, the bit about what you get for your skill set, is a completely different section for where all the enhancements are. So you have to kind of scroll back and forth just to, but I'll probably just get that. I'll probably just make a quick printout for that. Like, character creation, here's this, here's the useful stuff that you need all the time. But a boss witch gets what? Where's witch? Witchy, witchy, witch. Maj 4. Oh, I get a psych charm. I forgot about that. What is that? 1 psych charm and 2 spells. Perfect. Now I need to read up on... Oh, I need my spells. Come on. Yeah, I need to learn how to type. There we go. 2. So I know I want... Where's the spells? Arcane. I know I'm going to get Singularity. Singularity. That's how you spell. And I need another one. Singularity is going to be my damage dealer. Haste is always nice.
Always like haste does.
But Nullify is also good. Because at free 12 inches of movement, just boom. That can save the day. And Cloud Cover's nice as well. Because that gives me passive cover on everyone. Arcane Caster. I cover all allies within 5 inches of target. Oh, it's only one target. Okay. I forgot about that. Arcane Caster may cover all... Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. If I do the... There's a 2 grit? Or 2 fortune ability? I think. Where is it? Am I blind? I thought this was here. Oh yeah, boost 2 on Cloud Cover. So Stage Magician. So that means every time you cast it, you get... Yeah, I'm going to do... Cloud Cover. And there's going to be another one, because I'm going to go... Gobbo. Because goblins are the best.
You like our goblins.
Gain 1 spell or exploit, which will be haste. Sort of. But this one's going to be the elegant. So I'm going to get elegant on Singularity because it's my main ability. So that means it's treated as Singularity has 1 higher match. Or +1 mash. There we go. And let's just read up on Singularity again to see exactly what that does. So that means it has a 13-inch range, which is very nice because it's pretty short to begin with. And then the caster rolls a point within its base. Roll 2d6, count hits based on ranged combat skill. Ooh, I need to get the ranged combat skill. Every model within a number of inches equal to the caster's magic. It's a 5-inch, takes damage. 1 grit roll. There's the radius. Actually, you know what? I don't think it's going to be a goblin. It's going to be an orc. Because they get the studied instead. So I get boost 1 on it. I boost that spell exploit for free when spending 1 grit. Sorry, I lied. You are an orc. Singularity. Because Singularity doesn't benefit as much from an extra magic as it does from a boost. There we go. Boost 1 for free. There we go. Match 4. Also means I can get some easy brawn to make your survivable, which is always nice, having a survivable boss.
Better than the alternative for sure.
Yes. All right, now which? I know I need a few of these. You're not elegant, you're studied. Yeah, I have a feeling that often our casters are going to be goblins or orcs because of studied and elegant. Or human, if you're going with a pet route. And then Yojin are going to be all over the place, depending on what exactly kind of Yojin you're making. Like a Yetin Yojin can be really strong just because their reach and their extra brawn. And then if you make a water Yojin with the water whip, that's a deep connections ability to provide extra defense. Super strong. It's only +1 defense, but that can save models. But what am I doing? Oh, armor. Let's start you off with just gang leathers. +1 brawn. Melee, I don't care what you get. You're getting a mace. You have a mace down here, don't you? Yes, you do. Mace. And ranged will be machine pistol. +2 pro. Is it +2? Yeah, 12-inch range. Alright, now other abilities. Which I know I need a couple abilities that I can't remember off the top of my head. Spend 1 grit to interrupt before rolling. Melee range attack, all 6s. Holy hell, this 2 hits. That's nice. Because that will be... no, I don't have a large die pool. If you can get a large die pool on a spell, then Arcane Strike is really nice. Because you're going to get more and more 6s. But Singularity has a small die pool. What do I need? Fire Touched? No. Hex? Nope. Magical Attack. That's the main one. Spells are at 3+. Oh. Where's it CC? It's supposed to be melee now? Yeah, it is. Oops. 3S. Mel range spells are 3+. And we go down here. What else do I want from my witch? Magical attack's good. Magical protection is nice. Oh, you need a comedy mask. Which does what? That. +1 Aegis, which makes you a 6. And +1 speed. Good. So I can knock down a whole bunch. Yeah, this is a strong grit factory I have. Oh, if I have enough. I might have enough. No, I should probably buff these guys and not just do a Yetin thrower. Although that would be fun. Do I want a vassal? I don't know yet. We'll see. Let's check the vassals. So vassal is elemental. Yeah, elementals only. It's been a while since I looked at these. Is there any of them that have a special ability? Flight, Earth and Shield, main attack. Give +1 defense to all allies within 3 inches. Not bad. I could use a tanky dude, but a little slow. +1 brawn. Yeah, and you stay slow. Fire elemental. Burst may move 2 inches before an attack. Yeah. Void. Through the void. Movement actions ignore. Intervening terrain. and any interrupt attacks due to movement. Movement actions ignore intervening terrain, and any interrupt attacks due to movement. I just want to make sure I understand this right, Opti. The Void Elemental has the Through the Void ability, which is movement actions ignore intervening terrain and any interrupt
Yes.
actions due to movement. So does that mean... So yes, obvious move through terrain as if it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So, and any interrupt actions due to movement, so they just are immune to interrupts, like interrupt melee attacks?
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the idea. Like, they just sort
Okay.
of go ghosty, and like things like Overwatch or whatever, right? They just don't trigger those.
Okay, that's nice.
I mean, elementals are not incredibly powerful. So.
No, they're not. But I just...
And it was hard to come up with some sort of thematic
Void.
ability
Yeah.
for. They all had some sort of kind of thematic ability. It was hard to come up with ones that.
Yeah, air getting flight is pretty obvious. Pick a spot on the map within 9 inches, 3 inches. All around that point is difficult terrain until the next refresh. Not bad. Now, I think I might do an Earth Elemental with 1 upgrade. Or 2. Oh, that could be good. That can be a little cheesy. So if I made a boss with 4 vassals, like 4 vassal abilities, that'd be 2 Earth Elementals. They can spend their main action to give +1 defense to all allies within 3 inches. They both can do that, giving +2 defense to all allies within 3 inches. But that takes up 4 upgrades on my boss. Oh, and they have 0 defense themselves?
That's what you want to do.
Yeah, they're not that strong, now that I look at it. Like, they're not very damagey.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, and like 1 AoE would just ruin your.
It would. Good point. And they're slow.
But yes, I could see that. I could see that being a very particular build,
Yeah.
albeit with weaknesses.
Yeah. Let me think. I might not get an elemental then. I was considering it. But although a water elemental could be nice, because putting in the difficult terrain means I can't get attacked. Like, I'm slowing down. And they only have a 5 speed though, but they do have a ranged attack, a 9-inch ranged attack. Oh, and they're they don't really have a far enough range. So anyone who has a longer than 9-inch range? No, they all have 9-inch range. Yep, not going that route. Alright, so I'm going to have to go with other abilities. Like, what are some other... This is an orc, right? Yes. So I could really just toughen them up. Other witch, vassal, spellcasting. I don't need any more spells. I would like a psych charm. That'd be nice. Magical protection. Yeah, sure. +1 Aegis. So we're now at a 5 plus Aegis. But if I want psych charms, we better go here. Just pick them up. I can get an Aegis amulet. I could just make this person impossible to kill. Or, sort of. What else do they have? Some psych charms would be nice. Don't care about that, don't care about that. Courage. Do you have a plus composure? Yes, arcane discipline. Ugh. This is kind of scary though, because I'm usually playing high comm gangs. But these guys don't have ways to raise their composure. Like there's no gang-wide abilities. Oh, no they do. Oh, no. All models gain +1 composure when not within 3 inches of any terrain. Nope. I'm not picking that because I like terrain. That looks to be it. Oh, I might do that just to... Oh, dashing costume. Yeah, let's do that. Dashing costume. +1 comm. 6 plus Aegis. That costs 1. We're at 7 here. Means gang leathers change to dashing costume. +1 comm. 6 plus Aegis. Which means this goes down to 4 plus. And this goes down to 3 plus. That's very nice. Here we go. And then... Oh, but I need to reduce my brawn. We have here, dashing costume. We are going to be +1 comm, +1 5 plus, 4 plus. Where is it? That means we go 4 plus, 4 plus. There we go. Now we're getting a better composure gang. Four plus on these composures. 5 plus Aegis on them all. On some of them, I should say. Yeah, you need the composure. You're my breacher. You're gonna be in cover, but not immune to those. Oops. There we go, 6. Okay, now I need... That's much better. That's less scary. 4 plus Aegis. Or some of the others. So... I can get more psych charms. It's going to be my fallback. Which armor, no weapons, no. Here, orc, get some more health. Yeah, that's what I'll do. We're gonna go super orc, athletic, +1 brawn, +1 speed, +1 pro, fierce, +2 brawn plus 1 pro. So 1, 2, 3. Get plus 1 speed, yep. And plus 1 prowess. And that leaves me with 2 left. I can't get those. Those don't do anything for me. Go with some of these. Do I need any more? I have magical protection already, right? Yep. Hex, don't want. Utility. I might just get 2 more Psych Charms. Because that'll be 4 more uses of Psych Charms. Oh, Salve of Life. I should get some heals. Ugh. Nah. We're just going to go full damage. 2 more Psych Charms. To Spell Grit. There we go. So I have 5 Psych Charm uses, which is nice. And then Singularity already gets a free one. So let's go to spells here. So when I cast my Singularity, I get 1 for free, and I can get 2 bonus. So yeah, that works. Increase the radius. Effect to magic plus 2. So the radius is currently just magic, right?
I'd have to check.
Caster chooses a point within range of base. Roll 2d6, counting as every model within a number of inches equal to the caster's magic. So instead of 4 inches, I get 6 inches. Okay. Oh, I need to constantly use this one. So this is where I get it for free. I can spend if I need to increase the range or if I want to. And it adds concussive too. That's nice. But 4d6 is not much. But I'll be casting with a 4 plus or 3 plus? 3 plus. That works. All right, so that's the boss. Just double check. 10, 20, plus 16, 36. And then plus 1 is 37. We're at 44. I have 6 more points to spend. And I have 4 more things here. I don't really need more gear. So how many points do I have? I have 6 more? Oh, that sucks. I can't make the joke guy. I could. But I also want to get... I wanted to get Stage Magician. I could... And that'd leave me with 4 more. When a model takes damage, you may spend 1 grit. No. Nope. Fight choreography. I mean, I don't think so. You don't need it. You two don't need it. You could use it, but you're kind of by yourself, so no. Let them see you. No. Practical effects already have. Stage Magician would be nice, but no. Show must go on once per game. No. I'm going to make my rookie. Five plus 0. Oh, I forget what these are. default speed is 6 or 5? Where's the starter? 6. Default pro is 5. 6 comm is 6. Defense is 0 dash 0. Skill set is going to be. Here, what does the universal loop do? As a main action, target a point within brawn ×2. All models within 3 inches of that must roll a single die against melee combat skill. Against melee combat skill. Okay. So you are going to be a brawler, which is nice. Because you can actually get a decent weapon then. Ugh. I need to actually update this here. You're a breacher, which is Tech 2 and 2x plus. Brawler gets what? A rookie brawler. +1 brawn and 5 plus me. +1 brawn and 5 plus melee skill. Wait, that actually kind of sucks. All models within 3 inches against their melee combat skill. Single use. As a main action, target a point within brawn ×2 inches. All models within 3 inches of that point must roll a single die against their melee combat skill. Opti, can you clarify that for me?
Yes.
Is it
What's up?
So the universal loop? It says all models within 3 inches of that point that you hit must roll a single die against their melee combat skill. So is that the person throwing? Or the person being thrown at?
Against their melee combat. Can you highlight the part?
So specifically single dice against melee combat skill.
I'm not seeing it on your screen. Where am I looking?
It's going to take a second to, I think it's like a 30-second delay.
Oh, there you go. As a main action, target a point within brawn time. All models within 3 inches of that point must roll a single dice against their melee combat skill. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. It's theirs, like the targets.
The target, okay.
Right, like basically, like you would imagine that if they're good at, maintaining their footwork and prowess, then they wouldn't fall down.
Okay, so it is the target's melee combat skill. Yeah. Okay, so I don't actually need a good melee combat skill on this guy.
No.
Cool. Just need a high brawn, which sounds like a melee guy anyway. All right, so I need to go up here. Go. Single use. Model. Skill set, species, I don't know yet. Armor, it's going to be a dashing costume. Aegis. Where's comm? Melee, I don't know. Ranged, I don't know. Other is going to cost 0 as I get. Universal lube. 2 universal lubes on that guy. And I believe species is going to be a Yetin. Anything that has +2 brawn. So actually, it's going to be an orc or a dwarf. Huh. Orc or dwarf. It makes no difference. Do I have a dwarf yet? I have a human. I do have a dwarf. My water Yojin is a dwarf. And a human, and a human, and an orc. I'm going to go orc because I have 2 dwarfs. That works. Orc with fierce. +2 brawn, +1 pro. And melee, because you are going to be actually melee model. What's I guess mace, because that's the only one that's free. Or knife, 7 or 9. 7 sounds better with the concussive 1. And an extra reach. Piercing. I'll go knife. +4 pro. Piercing 1. And range, you'll just get machine pistols. +2 pro. 12 inch. Alright, I think that's most of the gang there. I just need to figure out these last 2 abilities on these humans. Probably adaptive. Do you have trained already? You don't. We don't need the prowess, but you use the composure. What are you guys? You are gunners. What's some other gunner abilities you could get? Or is there a way to get more ages? I don't think so. Reduce the aegis bonus due to cover. Well, I don't need that because you're AoEs. Once per round hit, the deck costs no grit. No. 1 grit, 1 shot at, shoot back. I already have that, yes. Half prowess. When using the hit the deck interrupt action, the model is not knocked down. Okay, +1 speed, move 2 inches. No, equal to when aiming, reroll. Keeping watch. Harry, I got him pinned. Nope. +1 grit. No, reroll all misses on Overwatch. No, repeatable rank. Target an extra model with a ranged attack. Must be within 2 inches of the target. No. Escape. Receiving. So, what are the human ones? +1 grit, +1 speed, +1 composure. Yep. Alright, that works. I always like having extra grit. And then trained. +1 pro, +1 speed, +1 calm, +1 speed, +1 pro, +1 composure. Oops. Got there. Boop. Oops, that's what I want there. Oop, that's not what I want. Ugh, my buttons aren't working properly. There we go. And then we want to grab these 2 here. Oh goodness, my son seems to be a little fussy right now.
I think you've done quite a bit. Almost done, right?
Yeah, this should be the last of it. I'm just going to double check costs. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So this is 8. And I added another 5, which would be 42, if I'm correct. So that's 42, 8. So 10, 20, 29, 37 plus 5. What's 37 plus 5? Oh my goodness, 42. 42. All right. The only other thing is picking out the dude with the thing. What's it called? The drone. Which would be an anthroid. Roid. Android owned by Breacher, because I don't have a name for him yet. And that's 2. Anthroids are slow. Goodness. 6, 5, dash, composure, dash, defense, Aegis, dash. Alright, and he has 1 upgrade, so that's 1 there. Oh, excuse me, 1 there. There's probably better ways to actually... Alright, also getting +2 pro, +2. No, is it +2 pro? Where is it? +2 brawn and +2 pro. That's better. His only problem is he's slow. So he's not going to get into combat ever. But defense 2. I could go breach fly instead, but he's not a big breaching breacher. Alright. Melee is pummel, which is reach 1. So it says here attacks pummel, melee, reach 1, 4 prowess. That's +4 prowess, right? Or is that...
What's that?
On the Anthroid, it says attacks pummel, melee, reach 1, 4 prowess. Is that +4 prowess? Or is that... Because I'm thinking that might be a typo instead. Because all the other models have their attacks. So all the other companions have that value match the prowess of the model. So I'm thinking...
He gains... crud.
So it should be just a 6.
If with his... I'm trying to... Is there a reason why it wouldn't?
Because all the others are...
No, that's the typo. Because the War Dog has 6 speed and 4 pro, so he should have, I think, 4 speed and 6 pro.
Right, which means his pummel should be 6 prowess instead of 4 prowess?
Should be 6, yes.
Okay.
That's a typo. Thankfully, the stat line has the right one, but...
Yeah. So that means it's just reach 1.
Crud.
And then an ability of... What's it called? Oh, it doesn't have an ability. It doesn't have a name for it. Interrupt attack? Sure. Owner can add pro, or can spend main action to have Android make an attack. Melee attack. Adding Owner's Pro to I mean, I might just make it a war dog then, instead of the Anthroid. 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 5 plus. Yeah. I missed the turret. That thing was a pain to deal with. Alright.
You miss it?
I miss it. Because you could... I mean, that was the older versions where you had weird weapon rules. And you could put on just giant weapons on it. And just be a pain to deal with. Alright, well, I think that's the gang. Very knockdown focus. Which is what my gang was in the last tournament. But these guys kind of benefit from it better because of that's their grit factory. And I feel like they're going to get pretty consistent knockdowns. Which is going to be a pain, annoyance to deal with. The only thing, I kind of wish maybe if I could put in some rough terrain so it's just harder to get to me. Change my melee dude out. This guy here for something. If I could change this guy, the melee guy, out to do better, what's it called? Better knockdown. Not knockdown, sorry. Better putting rough terrain in. Because he's a water Yojin, so he could do that. Then could just slow them down, keep them at a arm's length. But I feel like this gang's biggest weakness is going to be other ranged gangs, because ranged gangs don't care so much about being knocked down. They just lose an aim action. Alright. Well, that's that. Unless I'm going to make this gang in Tabletop Simulator, which I might do later. But not right now.
I think it's good.
Alright. Now, this isn't going to be the gang I run in the tournament, for anyone who watches and wants to steal the list. I plan on running a gang of... Actually, if no one picks the troop, I might run this one. But I was going to pick a gang that type that no one else picked, so that we have some sort of breadth or difference, and then run that. Because, yeah. So if no one picks the troop, this is what I'm doing, but if someone else does, then I won't be. I think someone was going to play the troop, I can't remember. Oh well. Anyway.
Still fun.
Oh, I forgot to press the start recording for YouTube.
Oh, that's sad times. Oh, I think Twitch might actually.
It might, yeah. That's good, and then I can download it from Twitch. We'll see. Anyway, that'll be that.
Good job. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, that took a little longer than I expected. It took about just over 2 hours. I was expecting about an hour and a half.
Still, that you had fun is what matters.
Indeed. All right, then. I'm going to stop the stream and probably eat dinner.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.